So you've joined me as I'm on the way to the foot of the first peak of the Fairfield Horseshoe, Nabscar, and compared to the last time I came up, July last year, the visibility today is so much nicer, so much better. It's actually clear. The last time I came up, halfway up the mountain it was just in cloud the whole time, and it was just very different, not pleasant at all to walk in. So I'm on the first of a 3-night wild camp, and tonight I'm going to be camping below the summit of Fairfield, a place called Grisedale Tarn, and then, all being well, walk over to the east side of the lake to just below the summit of Scawfell Pike. Or if the weather is as windy as it's going to be, as it predicts it to be, then I'll be camping a bit lower down. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll join me later on when I'm a bit further up the mountain. So we're looking to the west of the lakes, and down in the bottom there you've got Grasmere, and slightly up and to the right you've got Grisedale Tarn, which is right there, and right in the far distance is the Scawfell mountain range. Yeah, it's pretty clear, and that's hopefully where I'm headed tomorrow. Fingers crossed. If the weather looks bad, then I shall abandon because it's just not worth it. But all being well, I'll be heading over there. But right now it's absolutely glorious. And right now I'm about to head up to Heaven Pike. There. That's the view across. Yeah. It's got a nice breeze at the moment. Apparently the wind is stronger for the top, which I know about anyway. So yeah, onwards and upwards to the next little hill, mountain. So just about halfway up to the top, and it's a bit more blustery now, but I'm in a shelter spot at the moment, so it's probably a bit easier to hear me. It's just stunning, the scenery. In fact, I'll just there you go, absolutely stunning. Alright, so yeah, I'll be hopefully at my camping spot around about 6 o'clock by Grisedale Tarn. But the couple of things I'm going to tell you about, specific to myself, I'm only using a map and compass. I'm not using any electronic devices like GPS to guide me. So this is what they call naked hiking. Quite an amusing term, but basically navigating without any electronic devices at all. Provided you can read the map and use a compass with it, then it's absolutely fine. I do actually have a GPS device, but it's only for emergencies and for people to contact me. So because I'm alone, it's just more as a safety aspect. So that's my GPS. It's actually tracking my progress at the moment with a couple of people back home. so they'll know exactly my location within 10 minutes, because every 10 minutes it sends an update. But basically, if I get into trouble, I press a button on the side of it and it'll alert the nearest mountain rescue team, which hopefully I won't need to use. But I can also use it if I spot somebody else in danger or bother. So it's not. It's just safer to use it, really. The alternative is just to, if you didn't have one of those, just to plot a route, tell people where you're going, and if they haven't heard from you by such a time, alert help. But yeah, I can do that myself. Well, I've reached the summit of Fairfield, and it's actually not that windy at the moment, which is a bit, I was expecting to be a lot windier than this, and it has actually been windier as I was coming up. But no, this is very calm. No doubt the wind will pick up later though, but yeah, compared to last time I came up, visibility is brilliant. Hazy, but hey ho, can't have everything, but absolutely wonderful. 360 views, it's stunning. So there's Helvell in the distance there, and just down from it, you've got Striding Edge, which is that really tricky one, especially when it's windy. I'm not going there, not today. And then you've got Sunday Crag just there in the middle there. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. Nice little breeze. And there is Windermere, Lake Windermere in the distance. And oh, hang on, that's Constant there as well. Yeah, really pleasant at the moment. So now, Grisedale Tarn is just down over the edge there. So I'll be like a lemming in a minute. I've got to go and find that bath. So without further ado, I'll switch yourself and catch you later. Well, I can't actually believe I've just come down that proper scramble, and with my backpack on, it was quite hairy, but flipping out that steep. So anyway, very close to the town now, and my camping spot will just be down to the right somewhere. It's a bit flatter. Right, so I've had my tea and also another cup of tea, and now on to the beer, and this has come from, just been making it called Blea Tarn. It's from the Lakes Brewing Company. It's a West Coast IPA, 5.6%. I bought it from a little shop in Ambleside, so yeah, shop local. So yeah, here's an epic walk tomorrow, and also a good one today actually. Get a price of that. Ah, beautiful. It's got citrus, tropical and pine with a crisp, clean finish. Yeah, definitely got a crisp finish. Yeah. And what better way to spend it than out here up on the hill, a mere 560 metres above sea level. That's it. Yeah. So my original plan was to do a summit camp, but then when I checked the forecast, it was forecast very windy. So I decided to opt for, well, a bit lower down. So that's why I'm here. But to be honest, this is a better spot. So yeah. Anyway, cheers. So I'm about ready to go off down the valley to Grasmere, sorry. Now that I've checked, well, I'm all packed up, and basically the number one rule of wild camping, one of the number one rules, is to leave no trace. So just check the area where you've been camping or where you've been, and make sure you've not left anything, because basically the only thing you want to leave are your footprints. It's just to make it, just so that everyone else can enjoy it. And yeah, I mean, you'd think it would be common sense, but I have seen, even yesterday, a couple of cans just lying around that people have clearly left. So yes, it is common sense, but people are still lazy. So I've just made a quick check of the area. Everything's packed away, and I'm going to head off up over there and down into the valley. So I shall catch you a bit later on. So a slight change of plan to my my little trip. I'm still going to Grisedale Tarn, but instead I'm going to go ahead to camp at Levers Water just below Constant tonight, just because the wind is forecast to be gale force near Scorefell, which is where I was going to head originally. But I've mountains over here again, but it might not be so lucky if I get caught out. So just because I've not camped in strong winds before, I just don't want to risk it this time. So I'll risk it for one night at some point, but not this time. But the winds are anticipated to get stronger. So you joining me at Grisedale Tarn, and again it's absolutely glorious here. There's a nice breeze, it's not too bad, but yeah, it's bigger than Grisedale, and the hills there we are. Those are the hills there. That is, hang on, Stone Edge, apparently. I think that's right, anyway, so now I'm going to head up to Grisedale Tarn, which is Tarn above it, but behind the hills, that little hill range. Yeah, then on to Pike of Glisco, which is on the other side of the Langdale Valley. Yeah, onward and upwards. Wow, look at that view. That is just stunning. So that's Grisedale Tarn down there, and God, coming up there, it's a proper scramble. But some of it wasn't really a path, you just had to scramble over rocks. Hopefully you can hear me alright. The wind is going so hard. Well, I'm glad that's over with now. Next, what to tackle is just over the summit there, Stickle Tarn, sorry, is down on the other side. I forgot there's actually another tarn in between them, just to the right there. But oh well, not to worry. Oh god! But yeah, that other rockfish which I was talking about, which was I thought it slapped on it. It's called Slapestone Crag. But yeah, it's just absolutely stunning up here. Absolutely wonderful. Well, here we are, Stickle Tarn, and just look at the backdrop with those mountains. Absolutely incredible. And there's actually a path up there, up that diagonal bit, right there. But not for the faint-hearted. There's an alternative route round to the right. But wow. So I'm now going to carry on down into Langdale Valley and then turning right, or if you like, to the west, and heading for Pike Briscoe. So well, good evening. So this is my second night, and actually now my final night while I'm camping, because the weather's changed quite a lot, and there's other reasons as well, not just the weather. But today has been epic. It's been tough. Tougher than I realised. Coming down from Grisedale Tarn was no bother at all. I've done that before. But the lead, even up to Grisedale Tarn, which I've never been to before, but after Grisedale Tarn, oh my goodness, the path is steep. And in some places it's a scramble. It's and then getting down to Stickle Tarn, that was interesting. In the end I had to actually just make my way down to the town, but coming down from Stickle Tarn to the Langdale Valley, that was just as hard a scramble. I mean, it's steep, and I didn't account for the weight of my backpack slow me up so much, and it has. It's going half the speed I normally do. Plus with the scrambling, it's very hard work. So I've now got to find a way to reduce my weight. Yesterday was fine, but today I really felt it. Yeah, so that's another reason why I've decided to abandon the rest of the trip. So yeah, I'm literally just camped outside the boundary of the National Trust place. And instead of being 700 metres up where I intended to be, I'm now only 190 metres up. But because of the potential gale force winds, that was the best option. So now tomorrow morning I'm going to head back into Langdale and make my way home. So it's been a learning curve, and I'm not disappointed. Well, there's an element of disappointment, but not all. I've realised the limitations of what I've been carrying, and now my plan is to try and work out how to reduce that weight by a quarter, which is it's actually quite a lot to get It's 5 kilograms I've got to get rid of. That'll also be better for my feet, because my feet are killing me right now. They're so painful. Yeah, lots of lessons learned today. But the hills will be here tomorrow, and so now I'm going to get myself ready for bed and get some sleep, and hopefully the rain won't keep me awake. Good night. So I'm all packed up, the tent's away, and one last check before I leave here, just make sure I've left nothing, leave no trace, which is the number one rule in wild camping. Main thing is to check for any spare tent bags tent bags you've left around, but nothing here, which is good. Right, off I go, and that was the end of this adventure. So yeah, homeward bound.